There is a question that is going around in the minds of many people, including mine, no? When it comes to the responsibility of African leaders in what has happened to us. In that, in most of the cases, we often tend to be innocent, no, of what has happened. Whether we are talking of slavery, talking of before then, talking of after then, the neo-colonialism and the rest of it. In most of the cases, we have hardly seen African leaders come out to take responsibility for some of the part that they have played. Because we cannot pretend, I personally do not accept that we are innocent in everything that has happened to us as Africans. So, from your point of view as a leader, as a traditional leader, do you think it is even possible that some African leaders should own up to their responsibility to what is happening to us?
Absolutely. I agree with you there because biblically it said, I think I mentioned it on the day of the event, that beware of dogs. It's not beware of dogs outside, but inside. Dogs are inside and not outside. And that is in Philippians 2:3. It says, beware of dogs. And I'm trying to use that to illustrate what you have just said. Obviously, among every 12, there is a Judah. There is a Judah amongst us who actually perpetrated or aided or helped these whole crimes going on. Just like in the time of slave tradery, with the question you asked me here, we are not totally innocent. It was our own brothers, some of them within the community, that chose the Western world where their people are. And they were taken away for slave tradery, unpaid labor overseas some 400 years ago. That was perpetrated, and it's still happening today. We still have such people in our community that are still spies. So we are not going to sit down and keep blaming the Western world 24/7 that they did this, they did that, pointing fingers. No, it's not going to help us. The only thing I could say at this very point in time is that most of us should shoulder responsibilities and bring up programs that can resuscitate, revive, and restore our dignity in several kingdoms. Programs that will withstand the test of time. Programs that can educate, reprogram the mindset. I repeat, reprogram the mindset of our people who think even that they cannot survive without traveling to the Western world, who think that they cannot survive without the Western world, who think that everything is done for them by the Western world. It's a lie. The resources is here in Africa. I was proud to tell one, I wouldn't mention someone. I said, listen, Africa is very rich. And in land mass, we can accommodate all of you all back, and we will not be choked or suffocated. Africa is wide and big enough to do that. And with the natural resources that the Lord has endowed to us, if we or you guys can allow us to manage what we have, it will be wonderful. We will come out. Who says Africans are never do well? Who says Africans cannot do it? But the challenge is that we are not given a chance. The most challenge is that within ourselves, we do not believe in ourselves. A situation whereby a child will be sick now, you will see the father running out to go and get a visa to take the child overseas. What are you saying? There are a lot of doctors trained. What are those doctors doing? Are they just a symbol or a toothless Buddha? What were they trained for? We want to build bridges. We get experts from the Western world, whereas we have civil engineers here. We do not believe in ourselves. Let us start to believe in ourselves. Let us show that the responsibility of indigenous organizations, Africa for Africa, proudly African organizations that can stand out for resuscitation, revival, and restoration of African dignity, including our diasporans. This is the only way that we can begin to move forward, because we have acknowledged our mistakes as leaders of Africa. We have acknowledged our mistakes as kings. We have first felt the remorse before blaming the next door neighbor. There is no robbing or stealing or thieves that comes into a house without a spy of the house to them. The spy would have told them where the keys are or is, or where the doors are, and where the loopholes are. So what I'm saying is that I will speak this in my language. We say that we don't know where water followed and enter a certain plant that is called uboguru. But the point where it entered knows itself. And what am I saying? As Africans, we know ourselves. We know that there must be, I repeat, there must be an equal and opposite reaction that leads to what we are facing today. And until we begin to learn that this is where that has started, let's cover it and move on. And where has it started? Betraying ourselves, not believing on each other, and waiting on Western intervention. Having the knowledge, because we have been brainwashed, that we cannot make it without the Western world. So we rely 100% on them. When this is reprogrammed, when we have awareness campaigns, when we have a reprogramming organizations that will hold on resuscitation, revival, and restoration of African dignity, then we can proceed.